I'd like to bring up a gentleman who coaches the Lady Blues, 14 to 16. His name is Pat Quinn, and he's a native St. Louisan, a lifelong Blues fan. He's been in hockey coaching and broadcasting over 35 years, and he's had the pleasure of being coached by many of the members of the St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame. And he's the co-founder of the Lady Blues, along with Dave Stanley and Steve Sherman. So Pat Quinn, I'd like to bring you up here, please.
And Rick, you're one of the guys that killed me in my senior year at DeSmet. So we had that great pleasure that I live with to this day of losing, I think, 8 or 9 to nothing my senior year. 10, thank you. I explained to the girls the other night, we were in our regionals the other night, and I explained to them about the idea of what it means to be out and competing and being in a big game. And last Friday night we had our regionals out at Hardy at Iceplex. And I used that story to tell the girls about how to get prepared and how to be prepared for a game and how to be loose. Because that fateful night back in 1987, we weren't very loose and we all were in a shell, and we went through 3 goalies in the first period. So anyhow, I really appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight and share with you a great story, and one that I think all of you would be very proud to be a part of as members of the St. Louis hockey community and as folks that love to see your passion for the game get passed on to others. So if we can, if a slide could come up, please. So I just thought I'd tell you real quickly about our team and what goes on in the community so that you can know what's happening with women's hockey here in St. Louis. Next slide. So our concept 4 years ago was we saw what's happening with Title IX here in the United States and the opportunities that are being afforded to female athletes and the chance for them to get to excel at Division I and Division III schools. And we saw the number of young ladies that play hockey and said, boy, we've got the numbers, we've got the quality, let's keep them here. Let's give them the opportunity to play AAA hockey right here in St. Louis the way that everybody in this room's helped create it for the boys over the last 25 years. I can have the next one, please. So our mission, very simply, is to grow people and grow hockey players. As you can see from a couple of the pictures that are on the slide here, we're very involved in the community. We're all about excellence, good old blue-collar Blues hard work hockey, all right? We don't always have the most talent, but I'll tell you what, we got the most heart out on the ice every night. Some of the kids here, you can see there's Game 7 of the World Series last year, all right? First game of the season, Tier 1 hockey. We're up in Chicago, and the girls are eating their pasta dinner watching the final outs of the World Series. Next slide. So who are we? We're founded in the 2008 and 9 season. We have 4 teams competing in Tier 1 hockey, U12, U14, U16, and U19. We've got about 65% of our team is now comprised of young ladies from the St. Louis area, something that 10 years ago would not have happened, and any phenomenal young hockey players that were female would have left town to go play elsewhere, and we now have them here. And this year, all right, will be the 3rd time in our 4 seasons that we will be sending a team to the Nationals, having gotten through Chicago Mission, CYA, and others. And Dave Stanley, who I will have up in a moment, is the head coach of the team that's going this year from the U14s, and he's also the one that coached the 2 U12 teams that have gone. So Dave has set a great example for these young ladies and for this organization. So with that, I'd like to introduce some of the players that are here tonight. So ladies, come on up on stage. Dave, if you could come up and introduce a couple of your kids. If we could have that next slide. Now, these are 5 of the toughest hockey players you could ever meet, all right? And they clean up great. I can't believe it. Come on, get up closer, guys. They need to see you. This is our team captain, Jessica Dunn, all right? Katie Reed. Oh, sorry, Rick. Jackie Guy, my daughter Molly Quinn, and Allie Ulrich. All right, all 5 young ladies from here in St. Louis. They were the first team for the Lady Blues to win both the regular season and the season-ending championship game in Tier 1 elite hockey. 4 years ago, we had to beg to get in the league, okay? We got laughed at when we wanted to be out there, and this past season, 2 of the teams won the regular season championship. This team went 28, 18, and 7 this year. To win that championship game in Detroit a few weeks ago, we had 9 5-minute overtimes in the semis and 3 5-minute overtimes in the finals. We played over 3.5 hockey games in under 5 or 6 hours that day. These kids played blues hockey, all right? The blues hockey I grew up watching, they did that. And before I turn it over to Dave, I would like to thank Bruce Affleck. All right, one of your inductees tonight was the gentleman that we got to sit with 4 years ago when Dave and Steve and I shared our dream with the Blues about the fact that we felt that the women of town would like to wear the blue note. And Bruce helped guide us through that process and helped us on our way, and we're very grateful, and we'll always remember him for giving us that opportunity.